It's past time. No. Well, at least the ground's not frozen. All right. Digging these up. So this was last late September, maybe October. These are the true potato seeds that Nick sent me. These are the 2 plants that I managed to keep alive. Oh, really? There's one, and I spud it. Are you kidding? I'd like to thank Nick for sending me those seeds. This was a very, very fun experiment for me. Just growing the plant from those itty-bitty seeds and then the harvest. It turned out, as far as I'm concerned, I think it turned out great. Got a decent amount for the size of the plant. Plants weren't huge. Decided to take them inside, clean them up, and cut them open. Just wanted to see what they look like, and thought maybe some of you guys would want to see it as well. All right, it is potato time. Here are the potatoes that I saved over the winter in the crisper in the fridge. So let's see here. I did with Alex and Nick last year. We had planted, each of us planted all 3 of our Sarpo seeds, and I was dumb and planted mine underneath a willow tree. So I didn't get any, but Alex had 3 that survived. So let's see what these look like. Okay, so there's Alex's 3 varieties. And most of them are just firm as firm can be. That's awesome. A little bit of scab, but that's customary for a Ryan's potato. Scabby potato. A fingerling looking variety that, oops, does look to be getting a little dry, but they are still very firm. So I'm going to get some of those planted up. And then these are the other ones. That is one of the first couple that I've seen trying to chit. So my fridge must be a great temperature and humidity because these stored fantastically. So I will definitely be getting some of Alex's planted. And let's take a look at Nick's. Nick's was closer to the tree, but not quite as close as mine. So he got some. Oh, those are hard still. And then there are his reds. And again, just a couple that are thinking about sprouting. So that's very, very cool to me. So those are getting planted up. Then Willie sent me and Deb Garnett some Sarpos. Some actual Sarpos that he grew last year. Sent to him from Allotment Grow How. Hi, Adam. And I will definitely be growing those on. And speaking of Deb Garnett had 1 pot of Amarosas that weighed 16.78 pounds. So if you have not seen that video, I will probably link it at the end of this. I loved it. Took her like 7 minutes just to get the potatoes out of the pot. Awesome. Look at those beauties. Yeah, that's a very odd looking spud. These are growing like that because there were so many potatoes in the pot that they were deforming each other. It's just the coolest. I cannot wait to plant these. So those are the Amarosas. And what else did Deb give me? She gave me the cow horns. Look at those. Might look boring to you, but it's a thing of beauty to me. So again, each one of those is going to get its own decent sized pot. I got a bunch of pots up here for the smaller ones, some of the big pots for the bigger ones. So I'm going to go get some soil and I'm going to plant some spuds. Be right back. All right, here we have Nick's all ready to go. His light Sarpo descendant and his red one. I tried to, just try and make them as even as possible. I'm just going to fill these up with soil. I'm not going to hill them up. I'm going to fill them up and going to make sure they get watered and put them in the greenhouse. I'll be back with the next ones. Batch. All right, the next batch. Okay, so that's the Amarosa. Isn't that a good looking spud? Dang, looks great. Anyway, you get a pot all of your own. And then here's the sarpos from Willie. They're each going to get a pot of their own, even the small guy. I have high hopes. I have high hopes. And then these are the cow's horns. So they're each going to get their own pot as well. Woohoo! All gentle and precision planting as per Ryan. Yep. Oh, I guess I thought I had one more pot than I had. Alright, shove a little dirt in these, get these in the greenhouse, and I'll be back. Okay, so I changed up that last one, took that big Amorosa out, and used the last of the cow's horn. So these are all going to be Amorosas. And again, I hope they're busting the pot just like Deb's were. Let's see. I got 3. We'll put 2 in there and 2 in there. Here we go. Filling up with dirt and finding space. Oh, got tons of potatoes planted. We'll just take a quick boo-see here. Alright, so up here, these are all Amorosas from Deb Garnett, Willie Sarpos, and then cow horns from Deb. And then over here, first 8 are Nick's, and then the rest of these are all Alex's. TPS, second season. Okay, have some guests coming out to take a peek at the farm, so very excited. Stick with me, I'll introduce you to who's here.
There, just take a picture. Oh, at the greenhouse in the back, okay.
Hi Deb, how are you?
Oh, are you videoing?
Yeah, I am videoing.
Warn me, man.
Okay, hey, I'm videoing.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, YouTube.
We're
gonna do a totally sincere intro right now. This is Deb Garnett.
Huh?
Hey, did you bring me any poop?
I did. I brought you some moose turds. This is going to allow you to enter the potato challenge.
What?
Yeah, look at this.
This is nuggets of love.
Nope. There we go.
What kind of turds are these?
These are moose nuggets.
We have a bag of moose nuggets, folks.
Somebody...
Look at the firmness, the body that these imbibe. Unbelievable.
Here's a typical moose turd.
That's
so when you
typical.
Split it open.
Okay.
It's basically sawdust. So people are growing in horse manure and that. I'm a little worried it's going to get too hot. But see this? There's not a lot of nutrition there. It's basically sawdust. So, so I don't think the nitrogen will be too high on these. I'm worried that it'll be too low in everything. So
I got brought a bag of turds. And I couldn't be happier. Not this stuff. No. Oh, I'm good at editing. This is fine. All right. Potato in a bucket of turds. Why not? Here's my bag of moose nuggets from Deb. It's getting planted. Woohoo! Hey, here's a couple of interesting varieties that I snagged. I'll show you. So these ones here are a purple potato. They're purple on the outside, and then the flesh has got this big, huge part of purple in them. And then their little cousins here are pink on the inside. We just call them all purple, all blues, all pinks, all reds, whatever. But anyway, these are a couple of the packs that I picked up, and for $14.99 each Canadian. Woo! I'll show you what I got out of that. Alright, so for seed spuds, here we go. So these are the pinks here. Now I have left these outside a little while. I had them in the greenhouse. I think it's way too hot. They need to be in some soil. So I'm going to get these planted. But for Deb's challenge, I'm going to take the biggest purple, and it's going in a bucket of turds. Here we go, Deb. Here we go. We got an all blue in a bucket of turds. Let me get this filled up. I'll be right back. Those are some dry turds. I mean, I'm not a turd expert. I don't have a ton of experience, you know what I mean? Like, playing with turds, but these are some pretty dry turds. This bucket is so light, just crazy. It's gonna be fun watering this. The drainage is gonna be incredible, or incroyable, as the British say. Okay, so there you go. We got a quick review of all my spuds for the year. If I do happen to plant any others, I'll obviously keep you up to date. And then the best part's going to be the harvest at the end of the year. So here we go. Spuds are planted.